Be talking about the Emmys, hosted by Neil Patrick Harris. Good choice, I think. Yeah. Finally. I know they keep trying. Yeah, everyone keeps wanting him to host the Oscars. But and I thought Seth MacFarlane did good on the Oscars last year. I don't know why everyone gave him such a hard time, but I'm a Seth MacFarlane fan. So
it's not like anybody's ever going to host the Oscars and people are going to be like, that was the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Even when Billy Crystal came back and did it, people were like, it wasn't what it used to be.
Well, he's 100 years old.
Yeah, that's true. So, this Sunday, the Emmy's going to be coming out or being presented, I guess you should say.
The Emmys, and I'm going to editorialize here, if you don't mind for just a moment. The Emmys to me is the most watered down award that you can get.
I think so.
They have the big boy Emmys for TV shows that people have heard of.
Right.
But then they have the primetime Emmys.
I think so.
The daytime Emmys.
For all the soap operas.
For soap operas and
that
game
nobody
shows.
freaking knows.
They have local Emmys.
Yeah.
So, your
local Emmys. Hey, by the way, Sean'sHumbleOpinion.com, public access. Yeah. What's up?
So your local news can win awards and put that up on their website. So you say, oh, this news channel is better than the other news channel.
I have a strange feeling. We don't know all the story behind the scenes, but I have a feeling a lot of those may just be, well, yours was the only name in the category.
So I would definitely put the Emmys down there with like the Teen Choice Awards and like the Billboard Awards or something.
The more I watch, Oscars, they're so freaking long and get so boring. I've actually really enjoyed the Golden Globes lately because they cover movies and TV. It's always stuff that I'm more interested in than, no offense, set decoration or best costumes or best catering for $100 million blockbuster movie or just random stuff like that.
I think the Golden Globes get it more. They're a little less self-indulgent.
Drinking. Yeah. There's Ricky Gervais normally, who's a snotty British guy who makes fun of all the actors.
Less self-conscious and less self-indulgent.
Right, yeah.
And actually the Screen Actors Guild Awards, they're not as flashy as either of the other two, but I like them because it's just actors recognizing actors, and they should know.
On top of that, I feel like if I were an actor and I were to win an award, I mean, yes, an Oscar would be tremendous. I almost feel like a People's Choice would really feel, great. Like the people, like, hey, y'all voted for me, thank you. That way you're popular. You don't need to be right as long as you're popular.
Well, the best award I think you could get as an actor would be a big fat paycheck for your movie,
yes,
because that means people are going to see it. And
that's true. And Ben Affleck has won both, the Oscar and the big paycheck.
Yep.
And I'm sure he's won a Razzie here and there.
Oh yeah.
But Sandra Bullock, the only actress to win a Razzie and an Oscar in the same year.
Wow.
For 2 different movies. She got nominated for All About Steve with Bradley Cooper, won a Razzie for that, and then won for The Blind Side, her Oscar. So, little tidbit. I don't know why I know that, but I do.
Good for her.
But, well, it is Sandra Bullock, so that's why I know it. What were we going to talk about? Yeah, Emmys, coming up.
Got us off track there, my fault.
Go out, Sean'sHumbleOpinion.com. It's a little older because I did the post when the nominations first came out, and I was pissed off that some of the people got left off. I mean, I understand you have to narrow it down to 5, and I don't envy anybody that has to do that. And like I said, even though I enjoy television and movies, I can't watch every damn thing out there unless I was like Jabba the Hutt just sitting at home and I had my little salacious crump be like, hey, I lost my remote, go change the channel. But then he would just look at me and be like, whoa! Anyway, I do want to give a shout out. I got to come up with a new term. Shout out to House of Cards. It's a show on Netflix. It follows Kevin Spacey. He's the minority whip in Congress. But it got, nominations galore. I think Best Drama Series, Best Actor for Kevin Spacey, Robin Wright. I did have one beef to pick with it. Corey Stoll, who plays Congressman Peter Russo on the show. Great performance. I mean, he's just like, he's an alcoholic, but he's a congressman. So, you talk about an accurate depiction of our elected officials right there. But anyway, I'm just kidding. Please don't audit me or something. But it's just one of the best performances in the show. Didn't get a nomination at all, which I thought was just, wrong, a travesty. This one, I'm probably going to get a lot of flack from a friend of mine, Mark Campanelli, because he thinks USA programming is just stupid. And after watching Covert Affairs, Ange, I love you. Covert Affairs is starting to lose it for me. Even you admitted it. This guy fell off this bridge. It's a movie about the CIA. Covert Affairs. This guy falls off a bridge 10 feet into water and is dead. Like, that's what killed him. I'm literally 10 feet. And it was like, oh, I guess the fall killed him. Anyway.
Maybe he drowned.
Yeah. So, no, it killed him on impact. Yeah.
Okay.
So, anyway.
All right.
Anyway. Okay. Rick Hoffman. He plays Louis Litt on this show Suits, which is actually a pretty good show starring Gabriel Mack and a few other people. But he is so funny on the damn show. He's like this. I wish I could show you a picture of him because he's like this little like rat-looking guy. This is seriously how his teeth are. Google Louis Litt and you'll see this. I'll show you later, and you'll be like, "Yep, that's pretty accurate depiction." And you can't come after me mad about that because that's just accuracy. But how he didn't get nominated for Best Supporting Actor on a comedy series, I don't understand. They nominated 3 people for Modern Family.
Wow.
Which, hilarious show. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I love the show, but I think it's a little unfair that one show gets 3 nominations and then he gets completely snubbed.
Yeah.
So, anyway, this one I know you can relate to. I know the first 2 you were like, who the hell is that?
Idea who that is.
But this fella, Walton Goggins,
Well,
and I know you agree with me stating, he got overlooked so much on The Shield. It was all
especially
about
the last season.
Yeah, it was all yes. I mean, it was all Michael Chiklis, which he was good as Vic Mackey,
Oh, sure.
but Walton Goggins, as Boyd Crowder on Justified now, no nomination, didn't get nominated for The Shield, just keeps getting snubbed, man. What do you think? Will he ever get his due?
I don't know. I mean, to be honest though, he's won an Oscar, so.
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
That's right, for the short
film, The Accountant. So.
That's right. You were telling me about that.
I guess
That's
he
right.
couldn't be too upset, but still,
So now it's one of those things where it's like, I'd be flattered to win an Oscar,
Right.
but I really would like an Emmy or a People's Choice.
I mean, the game's been stepped up a lot in primetime drama,
Right.
by some like AMC and FX and some of these other networks.
Yeah,
So,
it is, like I said, I don't envy the job at all trying to narrow this stuff down.
maybe if he was going up against like the cast of Law and Order and ER again,
Yeah,
they'd
that'd
be
be-
cleaning up. But it's just
That's crazy. I
There's
feel
so
like-
many good people on these shows. It's like you don't begrudge Aaron Paul his Emmy or whatever he's got.
I do now. No, I'm kidding.
But
it's funny you mentioned that because now when I watch Justified, I feel like whenever they do a preview, they should be like starring Timothy Olyphant and Oscar winner Walton Goggins.
they should
I think it would just
definitely
be insane.
They should be using that in the advertising. I don't know why. They
Yeah,
don't.
for real. And
Get that.
okay, I'm gonna geek out a little bit on this one because it's Game of Thrones and Peter Dinklage. I'm not gonna say anything bad. It's cool. He's won an Emmy already. He won last year for Best Supporting Actor in a Drama. Awesome. He got nominated again this year. I think it's it's got to be hard to narrow that down in like such a large ensemble cast.
Yeah.
And this year, a female actress was nominated. You're going to have to help me with this. Amelia Clark. I think I'm saying that right. Right here?
Where?
Amelia Clark. She plays Dany on the show. She's like the
find it.
queen of the dragons or whatever the hell you want to say.
I'm sure you're right. I don't
But she got nominated. And I
Yeah.
wanted to say, I don't know what happened with Macy Williams. She plays Arya Stark, 16-year-old girl. Arya. These freaking medieval shows, man. They just come up with names, and it's like, why can't you just be like Conan? I know that.
That's to sound medievally.
Yeah. So,
These a lot of vowels back then.
yeah, but if you watch Game of Thrones, you know who I'm talking about. Macy Williams. I may be butchering that if you're watching. I'm sorry, but she plays Arya Stark. She's just incredible on it. She plays Sean Bean's daughter, even though Sean Bean is no longer on the show. He lost his head, contract negotiations. 16-year-old, she's just incredible on the show. I don't know. Got a snub. One more I wanted to mention real quick. I know some people may disagree with me. Diane, sorry. I think Jennifer Carpenter as Deborah Morgan on Dexter is awesome. I mean, she probably cries more than any other actress I've ever seen in a show, but I mean, she can just do it like that. I mean, she's just incredible on the show. She makes that show kind of what it is. She helps make that show what it is. What the hell? I'll say it. But no nomination there, and I don't think she's ever been nominated for Dexter. Michael C. Hall, who plays Dexter, has been nominated, but she'd never been nominated. So I don't get it. And before we make our little predictions here, I did want to give a shout out back to Walton Goggins. I think he should have been nominated for Best Guest Starring Role on a Series for Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever got to show you the clip where he shows up as this transvestite. Funniest damn guest starring role I've ever seen in my life. So that was just funny.
It's another show that doesn't really get nominated much. But
was that Sons of Anarchy?
Yeah. Pretty
And
good.
it's weird because
Good.
both fans of Kurt Sutter.
Yeah.
You know, well, it's like The Walking Dead too. It doesn't really.
Yeah, they never get
But
nominated for
acting,
anything.
I like the show, but acting is a little,
Pretty secondary to the
Yeah,
special
and
effects
writing,
and the set pieces.
especially if Kirkman's involved.
Yeah.
The writing's gonna be.
Can you imagine if they gave him an Emmy?
Oh my God.
He'd be insufferable, even more insufferable.
Oh my God. It would. The seas would boil and the skies would fall if Kirkman wanted
Those
Emmy for
weird
that.
semi-turtleneck
That might be a
sweater
little-
shirts
yeah.
would fly off the racks. As
It
people,
might be a little of an overstatement there. Sorry, I didn't mean to imply that the apocalypse was coming or Judgment Day, but
well,
not a fan of Kirkman,
can't be too careful.
as you can tell. Let's see. Just
Fat Bobby Kirkman.
yeah, not going to go through all the categories, but I did want to just throw out who I think is probably going to end up winning, and this is all just my opinions.
Okay.
I didn't even research it to. Normally you can almost tell who's going to win before the show even starts. You know that with like Grammys, Emmys, anything now, because everyone's made their prediction.
Well, I'll follow along here, and if I have any
Yeah.
dissenting opinions, then I'll throw them in there.
Nice. Lead actor in a drama, Bryan Cranston. I think that's kind of a no-brainer. I mean, it's the final season.
Especially with the show ending.
Yeah,
It's
final
probably gonna
season. I mean,
tip the hat to him.
the only one I could see maybe taking it is Kevin Spacey for House of Cards, but that's because it's kind of a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a new thing. Like
Yeah.
the show streamed directly on Netflix. Oh, it's got Emmy nominations. It's that new.
When there's so much sort of hubbub about the amount of nominations they got, you got to think there maybe end up being some backlash. You know,
Yeah.
maybe they'll get a lot of nominations, but they won't win much.
Right. Yeah. You may be wondering why I did that. There, somebody behind, and I wasn't thinking. I was like, "Yep, there you go. Good call. I got your signal." So anyway, I was checking the rotary specs on the girder of the. I'm retarded. Anyway, let's see. Lead actress in a drama. I will say Robin Wright on House of Cards. I think she's going to end up winning that.
Not Penn anymore, just Robin.
Yeah, just Robin Wright. She got rid of that crazy Sean Penn guy,
He's
so
a
she's
lunatic.
single. Hey, I'm sure my dad's happy about that.
And you figure if she was with Sean Penn that long, she can probably take a punch.
Yeah. In this news, Robin Wright is now dating Chris Brown. Oh, well, that should end well. Anyway, one beef I wanted to pick with the Emmys too, American Horror Story. You've probably seen previews for it. American Horror Story Coven, American Horror Story Asylum, American Horror Story Crazy Bitch Jessica Lange, I don't know.
Crazy,
They categorize it
tiny-headed
as a
woman.
mini-series. Even though it keeps coming back every year. It's a mini-series.
Well,
they don't call it a show.
You know, and it's usually like a 10 to 13 episode run, which is what all of those...
Breaking Bad, Mad
Yeah.
Men, The Shield was.
Yeah,
I mean,
all of those
it's-
shows now are usually about 13 episodes.
Which I don't understand
get
why
it.
they're. I think the creators of the show or mini series did it that way just so that they know. I mean, who else is going to win in this?
I'd say you're certainly correct there. I mean,
yeah, mini series. I think that stupid movie with Michael Douglas and Matt Damon about Liberace was that wasn't a mini series. That was a made-for-TV movie. I'm sorry.
I mean, you'll see a miniseries as though with as few as like 2 or 3 each.
Yeah, it's in here somewhere. Well,
episodes,
I
so-
might have to find that. But another one, outstanding actor in a lead comedy series. I don't watch the show. I feel like frickin' Owen Wilson in Zoolander. I like Sting. I don't really listen to his music, but he's making it, and I dig that. Louis C.K.
Louis.
Yeah, Louis C.K. on his show Louis. I mean, I've seen interviews with him, and I watch some of his stand-up sometimes. Dude, I think he's so funny because he's so relatable.
My dad loves that show, and he doesn't love anything.
Yeah.
Not even me, I don't think sometimes.
Is that right?
No, just kidding.
Cold man, you.
Love you, Dad.
But anyway, I'd like to see him win that. I don't know how that's going to happen. Especially, well, he might have a chance. Don Cheadle might take it for House of Lies. Who knows? He's good on that too. I like Don Cheadle.
Oh, sure.
Outstanding lead actress in comedy, Amy Poehler, Parks and Recreation. I kind of hope she wins that. She's hilarious on that show. Let's see. The variety series. I want Colbert Report to win. Yes, and that's how it's pronounced on the show. The Colbert Report. But the frickin' Daily Show always ends up winning. I don't understand why. I think the Colbert Report is so much funnier than The Daily Show. But
I
anyway.
got to give it to my William and Mary alum, P. Jon Stewart on The Daily Show.
Oh, well, he's already won it like 13 times. Spread the love. Spread the wealth!
That's right. I'm
Anyway.
sure he'd share them with Stephen. They're friends.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So, actually, we're going to be talking about spinoffs here in a little bit. It's kind of funny. Stephen Colbert, The Colbert Report, kind of a spinoff from The Daily
If we
Show.
don't pick up the pace, we're not going to be talking about spinoffs.
Yeah, so, yeah, we
Time's
will.
wasting.
But, let's see, just a few quick little drama series. Breaking Bad, obviously, that's going to be kind of a no-brainer. Comedy series, I think Modern Family is going to win that.
Yeah.
Mini-series or movie, American Horror Story.
Maybe the Bible.
It's bullshit.
A lot of people
Yes.
were worked up about that.
Yes,
so.
I think that's definitely probably going to win. I can't even remember some of the others, Political Animals and stuff like that. Just two more. This one I am conflicted on. Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Drama. I want Aaron Paul to win because he's awesome on Breaking Bad as Jesse Pinkman. However, Jonathan Banks, remember Beverly Hills Cop, the original, Eddie Murphy?
Mm-hmm.
He's the guy that kills his friend in the beginning.
When it gets thrown into the buffet.
Yep, and he has the mashed potatoes on his head.
Uh-huh.
That's him.
Yeah.
He plays in Breaking Bad. He's awesome. He was awesome in the show. If you're watching this, spoiler, he's dead. He dies on the show. So there. But and I really kind of want Bobby, and I'm going to mispronounce his last name. I can't remember if it's Bobby Cannavale or Cannavale on Boardwalk Empire. I'm kind of torn there, but.